Hey everyone, welcome to another Vallejo and WizKids basic set painting tutorial. In this set, we're going to be covering all of the things that you need to know to paint furniture and weapons, things made of wood and steel. Strap in, here we go. For the wood and steel basic set, we're going to need some Vallejo brushes, preferably a number 1 and a number 2. We're going to need a Vallejo dry brush, some water, some paper towel, and a paint palette. To start off with wood furniture, you're going to want to base coat the wood with heavy sienna. This is an extra opaque paint that will give really great coverage in one coat. Then you're going to want to use a black wash, slightly diluted with water, to add depth to all of the wood grain. Once the wash is completely dry, we're going to want to add Parasite Brown to your brush. You're going to want to wipe most of it off so only dry residue is coming off of the brush, and then you're going to go against the grain to highlight the wood grain. We call this a dry brush. Then we're going to use Filthy Brown, focusing on the corners mostly with our dry brush technique. This will really make the corners pop. Then we're just going to go in and pick out all of the metal highlights, that is handles and bolts and things like that, with gunmetal. Now for steel, we're going to base coat the entirety of the area with gunmetal. This may take a couple coats to get a nice opaque base coat. To add depth to the steel, we're going to use a black wash slightly diluted with water. We want to make sure that we get all of the nooks and crannies. Then we're going to take silver, and using the same dry brush technique, we're going to wipe most of it off on a paper towel and then brush against the grain to highlight the edges of the steel. And to provide a rust effect, we're going to stipple dry rust onto the areas that we want to look rusty. Now what stippling is basically poking the brush against the surface of the miniature. This will give it a much more natural feel. Then we're going to take regular rust effect, and we're going to do the same just in a smaller area within the dry rust.
Thanks for watching this tutorial, and I hope you enjoyed it. When you're done painting your miniatures, make sure that you tag Vallejo, WizKids, and Realmsmith in your social posts so we can see what you came up with. And also make sure to check out the other amazing technique sets and the starter sets in the WizKids Vallejo paint line. We'll see you again soon.